Welcome viewers. This is the official YouTube channel of DIVYA GURUKULAM. Already you have received different kind of videos on mathematics, especially highlighting the exams of West Bengal Police SI Men. So today we are just going to venture our first video on West Bengal Police Descriptive English SI Men. So in this video, just what I want to say is through this video we will just try our level best to give you an idea that how you should take the preparation on all those things, what should be the question pattern over there, and what should be your approach towards all those things, and how you can fetch good marks from this paper. So first of all, I think you know this paper will comprise 50 marks. 50 marks. By the way, my next video will be in Bengali on the same topic. So who are the students? I mean basically what to say, that is the poor in English or in Hindi. For them I will make my video also in Bengali, but this video is in English or in Hindi gradually. So where I was, the full marks for this paper will be 50. Okay, and you will have 1 hour to complete this paper. In your exam hall, you will have 1 hour to complete this paper, and your full marks will be 50. So I think you are having an idea from this pattern. You have to be as fast as possible in writing down all those things, I mean your notes, as well as your accuracy level should be to the optimum. So now the question is that what would be the subject matter of this paper. So from the official notification, I think you have come to know that there will be translation. There will be a translation, and for this translation 20 marks have been allotted. 20 marks have been allotted for translation. And for the rest of the part we will have 30. For the rest of the part we will have 30. So that means we have to take a special care, particularly on this part, particularly on this segment. We have to take a special care for that. And what should be your step, how you can practice well on this part, gradually I will throw my light over there. So now come to this part, the 30. What will be the subject matter for these 30 marks? You will have, first of all, précis writing. You will have précis writing. That means the summary. That means condensing a prose. Then you will have report writing. You will have report writing. Report writing, and along with these two, you will have some words on vocabs. Words on vocabs, or you may say words on some rhetorical devices. So what are those? You may have idioms. You may have idioms. You may have synonym and antonym. You may have correct usage of word. And obviously the one and only, that is preposition, along with group verb. Though they haven't mentioned all those things in detail in their official notification, but from our prior experience we will venture on all those things. From our prior experience means if you consult with the previous, the question paper from 2008 or 2013, you will have this kind of things have been asked over there. So we will come on that part later on in our next video. Today we will discuss that how we can practice on those things, as we are having merely 1 month, 1.5 months in our hands, because in the first or in the second week of December we may have our main exams. And within the month of November, they will complete the physical efficiency test. And after that, in the month of December, in the second week of December, probably we are going to have our, that is a main paper. So now how we can able our skill particularly for this section. First of all, translation. Already I have told you 20 marks will be there for this part. So for one script in Bengali and better to say or Nepali will be there. A script in Bengali and Nepali will be there. Both the script will have the same content. Obviously, the script or the part or the portion given in your question paper obviously will be taken from any kind of the writings by any famous author, okay, or any newspaper report it may be. So what should be your way or approach to have a command over those? First of all, I will suggest to all my dear students that within these 1.5 months you try to read this newspaper, Statesman. You try to read this newspaper, the Statesman. Why not Telegraph? Why not Times of India? Why not The Hindu? Because Public Service Commission, actually the commission, the type, what they generally follow, what they are into, or they have the affinity. They have the affinity on this newspaper. Okay, they have the affinity towards this newspaper, and they generally take the excerpt from this paper. So basically, they prefer this thing. This paper. So और इसका जो vocabulary जो होता है, statesman का जो vocabulary होता है, ये easily manageable है. So you can handle it out, you can use it out easily. Okay. So better you follow this newspaper. You just try to imbibe a habit of reading newspaper within you. Next, what you will do, whatever the words you will gather, you will try to learn, try to take it down in a paper, and regularly you just have a browse on those. Okay, you just have a browse on those as if it can come within you. You can use all those things in your answer. And over here, just I will suggest one thing, particularly for this paper. Try to show your originality. First of all, you have to think why they have given you this kind of test. Why? What's the need of that? The need of that is that they are trying to check your clerical aptitude. And to clerical aptitude means whether you are being able to write down the drafts or not. That means you are having that quality or not, that whether you can send a report or whether you can send an official note to your upper line, to the upper level officers, to the IPS officers, being an SI. So only to check your clerical aptitude, they have set for this kind of thing. So if you want to show your flair, if you want to show your eligibility, that means your efficiency through your writings, so you have to produce the naturality over there. That means your originality, your potentiality should come out through your notes. So that's why the notes available in the market, notes available in the websites, notes given by your that is the predecessors or like that. Don't commit to memory all those things and vomit to your copy, because that would be suicidal, because they want something natural from you. So to produce that naturality in your question, in your answer, to demonstrate that thing, you have to nourish some quality within you. What's that? You will collect your points from the newspaper. You will collect your points from the magazine. You will collect your points from the internet, and you will intermingle all those things, and that should be your production. So in case of translation, what should we do? We have to maintain a balance. Balance matlab what? When in your mother tongue, when you talk to someone else, you just follow the line. You just follow the spirit of that language the flow of that language. So whether you are going to transform Bengali or Nepali into English, definitely the order will be a different one, the spirit of that language will be a different one, because the approach of every language is, that they're different. So over there, what we will do, we will not go for word for word translation. Rather, we will try to grab the whole meaning, the inner essence of the passage. Then we will translate that inner essence, not the outer layer or the surface of that passage. Rather, we will try to translate the inner essence or the inner meaning of that passage. This we have to maintain, okay, unless it will be a bookish type, your notes, your production will be a bookish type, and you will not be able to fetch a good marks, particularly in this part. And we have to keep one thing in our mind, that out of 20, we'll try our level best to score 14 to 15. And over here, not the quantity. That means suppose the Bengali script or the Nepali script has been given in 60 words or the 70 words. You are thinking, no, I have to produce those 70 words. That's not. You have to maintain its quality. Okay. So we will concentrate on the quality, not in the quantity. And in case of translation, not the word for word representation, rather the translation of the inner meaning of that passage. That's the main thing for the translation. Next, we will talk about report writing. We will talk about report writing. Report can be of two types. One is called the analytical, and the second one is informative. Second one is called informative. So analytical and informative, for both the types, you will be provided with some points. Some points will be given to you. Some points will be given to you. Based on that points, you have to write it down. That means analytical or the informative. What is the informative reporting? Like it can, cover up any kind of accident, any kind of the incidents for the boat capsizing, outburst of fire, okay, any kind of that is the riot, any kind of political, ethical, instrumental things or like that. So informative means only few informations just you have to use, and based on those information you have to write it up. Analytical, one incident, better to say investigative journalism, just analytical. Suppose the bad effect or the evil effect of mobile phones in our youth. So write a report on that. Evil effect of strike, evil effect of dynastic politics. On that you have to just write down a report, and you can expect mostly this kind of thing. So we have to take special care on this part, and in our next video we'll discuss about that, how we can write analytical reporting and how we can write informative reporting. But one thing I want to say to my viewers or to my dear friends, that whenever you are going to what to say, that is the produce or the write your answer in your answer hall, in your answer script, it seems as if your examiner is just going through that day's newspaper. It should not be the mere representation of some class notes. Rather, it should bear with your originality. Okay, your original version from within. So what you will do, you will produce your analytical report or the informative report as a newspaper, especially the Statesman, produced to you. Okay, so whenever your copy will be checked, your your examiner should have a feel in his or her mind that he is going through that day's newspaper, and that capability or the credibility you have to attain. So this is all about our report writing, and consecutively in our next videos we will focus on that. Let's shift to the next part, that is called the vocabs. That is called the vocabs. I think you know in the month of January 2019 we will have our WBCS prelim. We will have our WBCS prelim 2019. And as usual, I think our viewers know this thing, our friends know this thing. For WBCS prelims, we have to cope with different kind of vocabulary items. Like it can be synonym, it can be antonym, it can be one-word substitution, different kind of word usage of words, or the code switching, preposition, everything else. So your preparation for 2019 WBCS prelim should start from now through this exam. So what you will emphasize on? Synonym, antonym, and the part of speech, different part of speech, like BAD, bad. You know, just I am going to give you one example. In our next video, we will discuss in detail. Suppose bad. You know, bad is a, just qualifying some state. So definitely it's an adjective. So what would be the adjective? Now what would be the positive degree? That is the bad. This is the positive degree. Comparative degree is WORSE, and the superlative degree is WORST. But if I ask you what would be the verb form of bad, at that time you have to say WORACN. Worsen is the adjectival form of verb. So in this way, you have to take your preparation on code switching. That means how you can use different forms of a particular word. Along with that, you have to know how you can apply all those things through sentence. Okay, so this is called the part of speech. Synonym antonym, I think you know, and you have to provide the sentence, the usage of all those things. And along with that thing, I will suggest to take a special care on preposition and group verb. Like if they ask you to correct any sentence in a very descriptive manner, so you have to take down preposition and obviously group verb. They may ask you to take down or write down any sentence on group verb. Like if they ask you act on and act upon, what's the difference between the two? One pair will be given to you. You have to produce the meaning within the bracket. And along with that thing, you have to take down the sentences. That what can be the difference between act on and act upon. So this kind of thing will be there. And over here, just I will suggest one thing nominally, as this is going to be our first video. I don't want to make it bored. So what you should do, correct spelling you have to maintain. Correct spelling should be there. Suppose you are thinking that I will produce a big sentence, a bombastic sentence to get some extra marks from the other competitors. Don't do such. Whether you be sure that you can produce that rhetorical sentence or not. First of all, be sure, because again I am saying this part is not checking that how good you know, how much you know. Rather, they are checking your clerical aptitude. Clerical aptitude means right production of a sentence, right alignment of a sentence, like subject verb object, subject verb agreement, whether you know it or not, and obviously the usage of correct spelling. You maintain that thing. You just produce a simple sentence, you produce a lucid sentence, but that should be errorless or the flawless. Okay, so these will be our this part, that is the part on vocabs. And the last but not the least will come on précis writing. On précis writing, I have decided to provide you consecutively 2 videos, because précis can be of different type, and according to Public Service Commission or this type, they can give you different kind of précis writing. Okay, so they can give you a tough fight for that. So in case of précis writing, you have to keep one thing in mind what generally students neglect. Suppose that would be the body and there will be another box for writing down the title. First of all, there should be a coherence, there should be an assimilation between the main or the central body and the title. But most of the students don't know कि they will judge the title first of all, then they will go through your text. First of all, they will not go through the text. First of all, they will go through the title, and you have to maintain the brevity. You have to maintain that the total concept in a nutshell through that title. So title should be matched with your central theme. Your central theme is saying one thing and your title is going a different track. So definitely you will be awarded with a big 0, and you are not going to have a marks for that. So definitely your time and your effort will come to an end. So to avoid that flaw, what you have to do, first of all, you going through the text, you maintain the word limit. I will discuss it later on in our next video what you should do. So you go through the text, you maintain the word limit, then you decide that what would be your title. And for making the wise decision about the title, first of all you write down your question, write down your answer. Then you provide the title according to that, because this is the only thing you will not get common. This is the only thing that you have to be get. Then and there, sitting on the exam hall, you may know that what should be the system, what can help you to bring good marks or like that. But then and there you have to make it. You have to show your flair through this thing. So dear friends, it would be my suggestion, if first of all you take down the précis, then you try to provide the title, and over there again I am saying, don't try to produce such a sentence that is full of error, full of spelling mistake. Don't do such. Try to produce a simple sentence, simple format, very lucid, very meaningful, and obviously free from any kind of spelling mistake. Okay, so these are the sections where we have to work on gradually. Again I am saying 50 marks have been allotted particularly for this section. Question will be very easy, okay, and we have to make a target of 40 to 45 from this section, because how much you will be able to score over here in your written section, as much you will be able to lift yourself up in your merit list. So यहाँ पर आपको ज़्यादा स्कोर करना होगा. ज़्यादा स्कोर किस लिए करेंगे आप लोग, क्योंकि आप लोग का पीएमटी होने के बाद इस सेक्शन के ऊपर आपको ज्यादा मार्क्स लाना है, मतलब डिस्क्रिप्टिव में, और वो मार्क्स से आपको हेल्प करेगा कि आपको मेरिट लिस्ट क्या होगा फॉर फ्यूचर, स्पेशली फॉर द बिफोर द इंटरव्यू लाइक दैट. अच्छा, अगेन आई जस्ट वांट टू से वन थिंग कि दैट कैन बी योर बाइबल फॉर द नेक्स्ट 1.5 month. This thing, along with that you may follow internet, you may follow बैंकिंग सर्विस क्रॉनिकल. बैंकिंग सर्विस क्रॉनिकल मैं इसलिए बोल रहा हूँ कि बैंकिंग सर्विस क्रॉनिकल में क्या होता है, वो लोग छोटा छोटा करके डिफरेंट काइंड ऑफ टॉपिक के ऊपर वो लोग डिस्कस करते हैं, छोटे छोटे पैराग्राफ प्रोवाइड करते हैं. आप ये मत करो कि वहां से उठा के पूरा वहां पर डिलीवर कर दो, ये मैं नहीं बोल रहा हूँ. दे कैन हेल्प यू दैट हाउ यू कैन राइट इट अप, हाउ यू कैन इलस्ट्रेट अ पॉइंट, ओके, और वहां से आप पॉइंट भी कलेक्ट कर सकते हो बैंकिंग सर्विस क्रॉनिकल से. और जो लोग बंगाली, जितने सारे बंगाली पीपल इस वीडियो को देख रहे हो, वो उन लोगों के लिए তোমাদের জন্য একটা পেশা প্রবেশ বলে একটা বই আছে, ওই বইটা ফলো করতে পারো, বাট ওই বইটা থেকে সব নোটস ফলো করো না. দে generally what to say can help you by providing few valuable topics or like that. So these are the thing, and the main thing is that at the end of this video practice a lot even before PMT. मैं PMT में पहले देखना चाहता हूं कि PMT में मेरा सिलेक्शन हो रहा है कि नहीं, उसके बाद मैं डिस्क्रिप्टिव के लिए जाऊंगा. That would be a suicidal attempt. So you start it from now. Definitely through this video, I think it would be helpful for you that what should be your process for the next 1.5 months. In our next video, we'll discuss each and one chapter in detail. And till then, सिर्फ एक ही बात, आप लोगों का अगर कोई प्रॉब्लम है तो हम लोग का देखो नीचे दिव्या गुरुकुलम का फेसबुक का मतलब वहाँ पर लिंक भी है, यूट्यूब का वहाँ पर तो है ही, और हम लोग का ऑफिशियल नंबर भी वहाँ पर है। आप लोग का अगर कोई प्रॉब्लम है तो हम लोग का टीचर लोगों के साथ आप लोग कनेक्ट कर सकते हो और प्रैक्टिस। दैट्स ऑल, थैंक यू एंड विश यू ऑल द बेस्ट।